So starting with the Giga, and you've got this time signature here of 6/8, which just means 6 quavers in a bar. I explained that in the lesson, and they're usually grouped in 2 groups of 3, just to make it easier to follow them. That means that the dotted crotchet there in the left hand is the equivalent of 3 of those notes. So you keep it down until you've played the 3 quavers, and then when you play the next one, starting the next group, then you would release the left hand note in the rest, and that dotted crotchet rest is also the same as 3 quaver in the amount. Okay, so there's no key signature to worry about. We do have an odd accidental here and there, the F sharp there. So you played it through, but I'll do it through as well, one hand at a time. So the right hand starting on high E, that far away from middle C. With my 3rd finger, just take it very slowly. Make sure you do that skip up to the G. Then bar 2, you bring the 3rd finger over, and then there's another skip up before you go down. Bar 3, the 3rd finger goes over again, skip up a note. Now be careful, because at the end of the line, bar 4, the finger doesn't go over, it just goes to the side, but it's still the 3rd finger, and there's follows with a skip again. So that's the first line. Second line, you have to take the hand back up again to the E, and you follow the same pattern to start with. So 3rd finger over, that's bar 6. And then bar 7, it changes. So just use the 2nd finger next door on the A, skip to the C, follow it down. So the 2nd finger comes over to the F sharp. And then I tried to explain that we've got an ornament here. That funny little sort of ziggy-zaggy sign above is an ornament, which means instead of just playing the G that's printed, we're going to play the G, the F sharp, and then the G again, using 3, 2, and 3 fingers. Now it does fit a rhythm. It's not just quick notes played within whatever time. It does have to fit the rhythm. So if you look at the note values of those little tiny notes, you've got 2 semiquavers. Now 2 semiquavers, they're quarters, so 2 quarters equals a half or a quaver. So that means those 2 semiquavers would be played the same time as that quaver in the left hand. So then the next note is a crotchet on the G. So that will then fall with the D in the left hand and last for both the D and the B. Because it's a crotchet is the same as 2 halves or 2 quavers. Okay, whoops a daisy. So it does fit with the left hand. So maybe if I draw the lines on here as best I can. So the first note, I'm going to write it into the actual body of the music. So I'm going to change those to semiquavers. So they go with the first G in the left hand. Then you finish on a crotchet G, which goes with the D. And it's 3, 2, 3 fingers. So just have a look at that. So I've written the actual 2 little notes into the music. So you've got G and F sharp that go with that left hand G. Then you finish on the G in the right hand, which goes with the left hand D. Okay. So hopefully that will make it a bit clearer. When you put it hands together, that will apply. The left hand starts with an octave C. So that's, your thumb is an octave away from middle C. Right, then lift a little bit and take the 4th finger to G. Okay, lift because there's a rest. Then bar 3 is A, B, then the last bar C with a rest. Then move the 3rd finger to C, so on the 2nd line, that's bar 5. Okay, then there's a rest, then there's an octave G and a rest, then go back to the C and then D, and then you need to spread these notes apart a little bit. G, D, B, G. Actually, did you do the minuet? If you did that piece or not, because that has that same arpeggio in the left hand, the G. That's what it's called, it's an arpeggio. All right, but you need to spread the fingers out. So you've got the 2nd finger on D, the 4th finger on B, and the little finger at the bottom. So if you practice that hand separately, if you do put it together, I'll do it slowly for you. The main thing is to get those rests in the left hand. They're important. They are important. Off we go. So lift in the rest, move the hand together, then let go because there's a rest, together, 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 and a rest. Now starting the second line, quick jump back in the right hand, rest in the left hand, together, then a rest in the left hand, then together and together. Here's this ornament, and this time the right hand has the rest, so you need to make sure you release the right hand note. So I'm just going to do that ornament slowly. So you start with the 2 Gs, third finger in the right hand, plays the F sharp, then put the G again with the D. And that sounds a little bit discordant like that, but